Davy VTV, Davy V with you. It's been 9 days since 32-year-old Wesley Soper was hit and killed by Monroe County, New York Sheriff Deputy Michael Houlihan, who was distracted and hit Soper as the young man was crossing Route 31, also known as Pittsford Palmyra Road in Perrington, New York, just outside of Rochester, New York. And in those 9 days, except for an initial very rushed, very short, very brief press conference, we have not heard much from this man right here, Monroe County, New York Sheriff Todd Baxter. And we have definitely not seen any, and I repeat, with the emphasis on the word any, video footage at all, including body cam footage. Now, if you've been following my updates, this is basically the only platform, I repeat, the only platform that has consistently stayed on this story and will continue to do so, because Rochester, New York mainstream news media has already moved on from this story, which is not surprising. Like I always say, Rochester, New York news media is in bed, many times literally, with law enforcement. Therefore, they're known to kind of move on and ignore these stories, which in turn helps law enforcement cover up their dirt, sweep it under the rug, right? Out of sight, out of mind. And that is exactly what is going on here. But the majority of the public is completely clueless and doesn't realize that. But that is exactly what is going on here. So if you've been following my videos, you'll remember that at the time of Mr. Soper being struck and killed, Deputy Houlihan did not have his body-worn camera activated. But according to Monroe County, New York Sheriff Todd Baxter, immediately after the impact, Deputy Houlihan activated his body cam. So there's body cam video of, according to Sheriff Baxter, of Deputy Houlihan administering first aid to Soper, Mr. Soper. But what I'm interested is in seeing other body cam video from other responding deputies. And another very disturbing thing is the only law enforcement personnel at the scene that night, it was in the early hours in the morning, about 2:30 in the morning, were Monroe County, New York Sheriff deputies. And that's very, very concerning and should be very disturbing. In essence, they're investigating themselves. Now, yes, the New York State Attorney General is conducting an investigation because Mr. Soper was killed as a result of the reckless actions of a law enforcement officer, in this case, Monroe County, New York Sheriff Deputy Michael Houlihan. But I would not be the least bit surprised if, which has already kind of started happening, they blame the victim. Right? How dare you try to cross the street? Don't you see we're driving here? That is exactly what's going to happen. So again, no body cam video whatsoever. No video from any of the surrounding businesses. If you may recall, and you could go back and see it if you haven't seen it, I did a video about the surrounding area where Mr. Soper was struck and killed. And there's countless businesses, and you know there's surveillance footage. Honestly, what I think is there's a very good chance that he was either texting, Deputy Houlihan was either texting or on his phone or speeding. So all very interesting and also very disturbing because there has been zero, and I repeat, zero transparency on the part of the Monroe County, New York Sheriff's Office, and precisely, specifically on behalf of Monroe County, New York Sheriff Todd Baxter. Again, we're the only platform that has stayed on this from the beginning, and we will continue to do so. Because I tell you now, what they're trying to do is make it all go away. Stay tuned for more updates. Thank you for watching Davy V TV.